Welcome to another Mighty Games video, and today we will be judging different Fallout settlements on how good it would be to live in at the start of the game, without any courier intervention. Goodsprings is a town located southwest of the map. It is pretty connected to the rest of the Mojave on paper, as Spinova has a road that connects to Vegas, however that is blocked by catadors. To the southeast there is roads that branch off to the north to Sloan and to the south Primm, however that road is commonly raided by powder gangers. With these two factors, Goodsprings is pretty isolated in reality, making it technically more safe. The town is generally safe, other than the powder gangers that lurk around the area, one day hoping to make Goodsprings powder gang territory. With this in mind, the town's safety can be short-lived, especially if the courier doesn't convince the residents to take up arms against the powder gangers. I would say the location is pretty good, as it is quite isolated from the rest of the Mojave. Sure, there are roads linking it to the highway that leads to Vegas or Primm, but to actually go there you do need to take a detour towards it, which is not likely, as under normal circumstances you'd rather go to Primm or Vegas than the small town of Goodsprings. Goodsprings is a steady supply of both food and water. Food is readily available in places like the General Store and the Prospector Saloon. Not only that, but most of Goodsprings' population farm their own crops, giving them a steady supply of crops to feed themselves and the town. The water supply is not the best, however. The saloon can provide residents with a drink, but the actual water pumps at the Goodsprings source, not so far from the town, are blocked by geckos, making it not safe to travel to. Meaning if you want to get water, you need to come prepared. Another factor that affects the water situation is due to the powder gangs being the local area. They tend to raid caravans going along the highway from Sloan to Primm, meaning Goodsprings can't really conduct trade to get those supplies like water due to the chance that the powder gangers will most likely raid that caravan. This puts off caravans even considering to trade with Goodsprings in the first place until the NCR deals with a problem at the NCRCF. There are plenty of houses in Goodsprings that house the population, with everyone having a place to sleep. In terms of medicine, Goodsprings have their own doctor, Doc Mitchell, and if needed, Shet in the general store can sell medical supplies, meaning the population can help themselves if any citizen get hurt. As seen with a courier, the doctor of the town is quite skilled if he can save the courier's life from a headshot wound. Goodsprings defense-wise is alright. Every citizen in the town has a gun that they can use to defend themselves with. They even have a Securitron and a dog that can help them defend the town if anything happened. However, they don't have any people that specialise in keeping the town safe, but still it is pretty secure. Overall, Goodsprings is a good location to live in. I would personally give it a 7 out of 10. Primm is a town located southwest of the map. The only way in and out of the town is pretty safe due to the NCR presence outside. However, if you have to travel south or north off of the road, they are blocked by the powder gangers and the vipers, making it not safe to travel. As previously mentioned for Goodsprings, powder gangers raid caravans, which can affect the supply of the town, which can potentially lead to people leaving the town for others so they can comfortably live. If you were to go south, you would meet the vipers who shoot anyone on sight, meaning travelling away from the town is pretty unsafe. Primm has no known ways of getting food or water. It probably relies on caravans under the normal circumstances to get them by, which is fine as the only thing Primm has going for it is the casinos, which if operational can bring in a lot of money. This is a problem, however, due to the previously mentioned caravan raids the powder gangs do. Shelter-wise, there are quite a few houses northeast of the Vicky and Vance Casino that can hold the people. Defense-wise, just like Goodsprings, all of the people there in Primm are armed, with no guards to help keep order, other than the mayor, who has been captured at the start of the game. Primm has a protection that can be used for defense. The town is also surrounded by a fence and walls that can be a deterrent for people trying to raid the town. Obviously that didn't work, so the convicts, so it wasn't really effective. There's extensive people, all of them may be armed, but that did not stop the NCRCF convicts from occupying. However, at the start of the game, the town is occupied by escaped convicts from the NCRCF, so the entire town has been overrun and held up in the Vicky and Vance, making it not a safe town to live in at the start of the game, as the Primm population cannot leave the town until the convicts are dealt with. But without the courier's intervention of getting a mayor to keep peace in Primm, the town is a no-go. I'd give the town a 1 out of 10 in its current state, however, if it wasn't overrun by the convicts, it'd be more of a 5 out of 10. Jacobstown is a town populated by a majority of mutants located northwest of the map. The only way out of the town is just to the Mantis, so it's pretty safe. However, if you want to go to Vegas, the way is blocked by catadors, making it also quite isolated from the rest of the Mojave, just like the Goodsprings was. Jacobstown is on a mountain surrounded by hills and forests. It is naturally secure from outside threats. Not only that, the fact that it just has one way to get in makes it pretty safe, as if there has to be an attack, it can only really be from one main road. The town has wooden walls made out of trees in the area, which secures it even further. but it is unlikely that they are needed, as the location of Jacobstown makes it hard to find in the first place. Not many people decide to hike on a mountain expecting to find something of value. Jacobstown has a farm area, meaning it has a reliable and steady source of food. However, there is no found way of getting water, so we can safely assume they do it via caravan and trade. The town has a doctor which can further help out with any disease or injury done to a resident of the town. The town has plenty of housing for its residents, with one big lodge serving as the main building with some little houses off to the side, which is all they need. The town is populated by super mutants and nightkin, making it quite secure as mutants are very strong compared to humans. Not only that, not many people would willingly pick a fight with mutants, so the town lives without bother for the most part. However, at the start of the game, NCR mercenaries are depicted bullying the town, trying to get all the mutants out of there. They have not directly attacked them, so it's still pretty safe. Overall, Jacobstown is a safe place to live. I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Nellis Air Force Base is located northeast of the map. The main road to Nellis is safely secure, as there are no real threats that block the road from Vegas. The railroad track is also secure without being protected by the Deathclaws who guard the entrance on the other side. The fact that it is also locked by a very high lock and that it's booby-trapped inside makes it very hard to get into. Not only that, but Nellis Air Force Base, like I said in the name, is an Air Force Base, so it's protected by artillery equipment that the boomers use to keep anyone they don't want inside, making it very secure from outside threat. It is protected by a fence that runs all along the base, and finally it is safely naturally protected by hills. So it is very safe, probably one of, if not the safest place in the region. Since the boomers are a very isolated faction, they have their own water and food supply, as they do not trade with outsiders, making them fully independent, which reduces risks. They also have plenty of housing, including lots of barracks that can house large amount of people in one building. Unlike most places, the boomers have a security force that helps ensure the community is safe. In boomer fashion, they are all armed with explosives, which is not very safe, but a pretty huge deterrent. You wouldn't catch me picking a fight with a fellow with a rocket launcher, all I'm saying. And other things, but the boomers have an organised hierarchy, which is a contrast to places like Goodsprings, that have no hierarchy, or a place like Primm, where the hierarchy has been disrupted. Hierarchy helps establish order, making the boomers a very organised and peaceful society on the inside. Overall, Nellis Air Force Base is by far the safest town in the game in all sectors. I would give it a 10 out of 10. I've only covered some of the settlements in this video. If this goes well, I'll do a part 2. Thank you everyone for watching. This is very painful to edit. Please subscribe, I need it, please. Anyway, bye bye, see you in the next one. Love you.